Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
All right, let's do it. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Yes, sir.
Okay, a lot to get to today. Well, what's going to happen with Iran?
Oh, gosh.
What people want to know.
I got whiplash, man.
What do you mean?
It's this, then it's that. Then it's going to do... Oh, gosh.
Part of it is because no one really knows who's in charge.
That's exactly it.
Within Iran, because
they don't know.
We've talked about this before, that the Revolutionary Guard Corps basically operates as a second government there, and has for quite some time. That's how you have to kind of think about it. And they are, the term gets overused, but it is accurate. They are true hardliners. They are true believers.
And they have guns.
And they have the guns. And the people with the guns get to call the shots. That's the way of the world. And so they are not interested in making any deal.
No. The headline at Fox, Iran's Revolutionary Guard sidelines president as military grip expands. Yeah. So, they can't contact the Supreme Leader Khamenei. How do you pronounce his first name? It's like a...
Hominy.
Mahatma.
Bless you.
Mahatma.
Yeah.
As a military council controls the access. They're like, no, you're not going to talk to him. So it's a complete political deadlock, as they say.
So who do they send? Are they sending anybody? That's another question.
Well, you don't know.
That's what I mean. Who knows?
You're not sure. But if you hear American media, we're losing.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
And all these moves that Iran is making, they're winning the propaganda war. Well, they're winning the propaganda war with legacy media in this country because our media chooses Iran's, propaganda oftentimes. It's kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. There's a lot to get to. Let's start here. One of our favorites, John Carl.
Oh, yeah.
He was talking to UN Ambassador Mike Waltz and wanted to know, this is kind of a weird question to me. I'll just roll it for you.
Is he prepared to do what he threatened here? He said destroy every power plant and every bridge in the country, full-on, in-depth war extended in the Middle East. He's ready for that?
Well, all options are on the table, absolutely. Unlike his predecessor, President Trump doesn't publicly take options off the table and tell our adversaries what he's not going to do, therefore giving them leverage.
Is he prepared for it? Would you doubt him, John?
No.
After everything else? I don't think you would.
They've got to figure out a better way to ask that question now, because you know the answer every time. Is he going to do A, B, or C? Well, everybody's on the same page in this Trump administration, and that is everything's on the table.
Yes.
You know the answer. I knew the answer before John Carl was even finished asking the question.
Well, okay, and follow me for a second, because I'm thinking to myself, all right, you have half the country that we know from polling wasn't in favor of going to war with Iran. Mm-hmm. And we can talk about the messaging from the Trump administration all day. Was this right? Was this the wrong move? Whatever. We're sitting here now with many people not only thinking it was a bad move to begin with, but that it's not going to plan. Trump's got no plan, and there was really no reason to go to war, right? Mm-hmm. Well, you had on 60 Minutes the other day, they're bringing in the experts and the former sitcom commander and everybody to talk about, okay, well, were they really going to enrich the uranium? And just as an example,
970 pounds of 60% highly enriched uranium. What can you do with that?
So that is enough material for, if you enrich it just a little bit more, for 10 to 11 nuclear bombs.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
What?
Oh, when you hear that stuff, you're like, oh, my gosh. It's buried underground. They don't know where it is.
You've heard this before, though. I mean, that's one of the reasons they talked about it. I know. It was Midnight Hammer. We thought we got it, but then it's the dust. It can still be enriched, and it's, I don't know how many feet below the ground, and bunker busters can't get to that, and that's what we got to do. We got to get this stuff. Well, how dangerous is that? Well, the thing is, the Iranians just kept lying and lying over time about what they were going to do, and we have no reason to think they're not going to keep lying, right?
Iran has been lying about its nuclear weapons effort for over 20 years now. They have always claimed our program was 100% peaceful. We were never pursuing nuclear weapons. That's a lie. And then once the international inspectors got in and started finding some things out, the Iranians kept lying to them.
This is fake news.
No, it's not, Big O.
No, it's really not.
No, I've always believed that Obama knew they were going to lie about it.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. You can't have a guy that's supposedly, according to the left, that brilliant of a man to know that they're not going to keep lying. Yeah. Well, with me, they're going to tell the truth. Give me a break. Kind of knew what was going to happen. So, yeah, I don't want to be one of these, naive fools that just believes everything that's told me. Yeah, we had every right to go to war, but it does seem like, okay, the time may have been right. In the end, we'll see if this was a good move or not. Mm-hmm. But the one thing I think you could say that we're seeing right now that you haven't quite seen before is a political party, at least for the most part, actively rooting against our interests. Chris Murphy.
Oh, gosh. Well.
What?
That loser.
He's a senator.
I mean, he hates Trump, and anything Trump does, it doesn't matter what it is, he's going to push back on it or oppose it some way. But this is really as unpatriotic as you can get from a U.S. senator.
Well, did you see what he put out there?
Yeah,
on
I
X?
did.
Someone's talking about Iran's moves against us. Mm-hmm. And what was his message back? Awesome.
Yeah.
I think he was being sarcastic, sort of like, hey, you go in for an oil change and the mechanic comes out and he says, actually, you need a whole new transmission. That'll be $5,000. Awesome. Awesome. I think that's what he meant by it.
It could be.
But
I don't know.
Well, the fascinating thing to me is Chris Murphy then comes out and says, well, I can't believe I have to clarify this, but blah, 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 blah. And then advocates for just surrender right now. Well, we're kind of in too deep for that now.
Well, yes. Well, and I don't know if you happen to see this. It was Molly Hemingway that actually put out on X a reminder of what I exclusively reported in 2020. You later admitted my reporting was correct, that Murphy had a secret meeting in Munich with Iranian Foreign Minister Zarif. So you got to wonder, okay, what's your allegiance here, dude? And then you go back to 2022, again with Chris Murphy, sounding to me like he was in the tank for Iran back then. Check this out.
Would you take the Iran's Revolutionary Guard off the terror list in order to get a deal?
Yes. I mean, the practical impact of designating them as a foreign terrorist organization is inconsequential. We have dozens of other terrorist designations on the IRGC that would remain.
Okay. Something doesn't pass there.
No. It's the midget brain.
So you really just kind of wonder.
I mean, it's the guy. I didn't know who this guy was until about, a year and a half ago.
After he hired the consultant?
Right, after he decided.
For his public image?
He was going to make noise, yeah.
And then he decided
a national figure.
Be more manly, so he grew a beard.
Yes,
like him and Pete Buttigieg.
Yeah.
Hey, this will make me more masculine.
He dropped the whole Chrissy thing and went with Chris. Yeah.
There you go. He was also just in Spain. This is just within the last couple of days. This line of BS.
I'm not going to sugarcoat the gravity of what we face right now in the United States. This is the most significant threat to American democracy since the Civil War. Donald Trump in our country is trying to end our democracy.
See, this is it, right?
Yes, that's what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
That's the United States Senator. Yep.
That's the lane he's chosen.
Yep.
And he wants to own that lane, so as nuts as he can be, he's going to be nuttier.
There you go.
And take it up a notch, yeah.
By the way, I brought up Pete Buttigieg. Is he in the news, David? You had something from him?
Yeah, he did some town hall, and an older lady was petrified about things that, mostly don't exist. And this is, to me, the darkness that is within the Democrat Party, because instead of trying to talk her off the ledge a little bit, he just feeds right into it.
Oh, gosh, roll it.
Every day I wake up scared because a person I love is trans. And I'm waiting for the day that they start banging on doors and taking our trans and our gay friends and family to concentration camps. And they can't our trans friends and family can't get a passport to safely flee this country.
Oh my gosh.
And I know that there's nothing you can do about that. But if you could, what would it be?
Well, okay. Obviously, what he should say is, listen, no one's taking anybody away, okay? Yeah. And even though he could give whatever left-wing talking point to say, we see them, we love them, whatever, to say, listen, if you go by statistics, they're really not targeted. It's kind of a false rumor, if you will, out there that's just been propagated. So I understand the concern, but, you should rest easy. That's what he should say.
Well, yeah, but he's not going to.
All right. I haven't heard it yet. I take it you've heard it, Scott?
I've heard it.
All right, roll it. Oh, my gosh. This is freaking evil, man.
First of all, it's horrible that you have to even think about that kind of fear for somebody you care about. And it's horrible that so many Americans live in that kind of fear for themselves and for those they love. And it shouldn't be that way, and it doesn't have to be that way.
Well, it shouldn't be.
It isn't that way.
Because of mother like you that put that out there for your own political gain, for your own power. That's disgusting, man.
Yeah, it's so sad. You manipulate that woman's emotions constantly, and it's being manipulated by, like you mentioned, people like him and other social media arms that are out there feeding that information back to her. Put it down, go outside, touch the grass, and relax. Nobody's pounding on doors and pulling your gay friends out into concentration camps.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Like, where does that even really come from? Because it's not from a place of reality.
No. There's no examples.
No, but the Alphabet Mafia has put that out for years. To scare the crap out of people and to go further into victimhood. Mm-hmm. My gosh, man.
Man, oh, man. Man, that's terrible. That is terrible.
It really is.
They're taking advantage of people in that emotional state like that.
Yeah.
You suck.
Yeah. I thought one of the worst stories I had heard was the Prego pasta sauce offering to record your dinner table conversations. That beats that. Yeah.
For what? To what end?
Do you want to know?
I do now.
We'll have to get to it coming up, Scott.
I use Prego.
I know you do.
Yeah.
You're a big fan of Prego.
Yes, I am. I could just open up the bottle and just drink it right out. Yeah.
Get to the big questions in life, too. Is it inappropriate to ask a dude to wear a tie to a wedding? Yeah, all that and the 5 stories we're watching today coming up.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
John, what are you doing? Get in my car. So why are you walking to work?
Thanks, man. It's these insanely high gas prices. They're draining my bank account. I can't afford to drive anymore.
Dude, don't walk. Just do what I do, because I never pay full price for gas anymore. I use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Oh, wait. You're telling me you get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PROFIT for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code PROFIT. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PROFIT for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PROFIT.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Number 5, Democrat Senator John Fetterman out of Pennsylvania doesn't have a lot of friends in his own party. Punchbowl News was reaching out to Pennsylvania Democrats asking if he should run for re-election in 2028. 0 offered support.
Wow.
Yeesh.
Bad guy.
Number 4, all he did was say he doesn't hate Jews.
Yep.
Goes to the lunchroom now and has to eat by himself.
It's
Nobody
crazy.
can sit next to him.
Number 4.
Well, by not saying that, that's Islamophobic.
Right. Number 4, we had the story yesterday, but FBI Director Kash Patel is suing The Atlantic for claiming he's behaving erratically and binge drinking. Now, Reuters actually had a follow-up to the story that the Atlantic published, saying they can't find anybody willing to confirm any of those details, and The Atlantic has suddenly changed the title of the story from Kash Patel's erratic behavior could cost him his job to the FBI director is MIA. All of a sudden, they wanted to soften the blow a little bit.
It's too late.
Yeah. Number 3, anti-billionaire progressive group Our Revolution, Bernie Sanders aligned. They have officially endorsed billionaire Tom Steyer for California governor. Neat.
He's not like the other billionaires.
Yes, he's one of the good ones. Number 2, Virginians are heading to the polls today to vote on a new congressional map, or actually it's a constitutional amendment, but this would redraw the map and allow Democrats to go from a 1 congressional seat advantage to a 10-to-1 advantage.
They would actually become the most gerrymandered state.
Yes.
It's like outdoing California, Illinois. Yeah. It's wild, man.
Come to Virginia. It's gerrymander season.
Yes. Well, they listen, they have to subvert democracy in order to save democracy.
There you go.
Just like when they installed Kamala Harris as the nominee. And then number 1, the other day we had the audio, an Indian vessel was fired upon in the Strait of Hormuz. They said they were given clearance, but the Iranians shot at them anyway. They were one of several that went through that. New reporting indicates that they may have fallen victim to a crypto scam. So these scammers are saying, hey, we're representing the Iranian government. You got to pay us a toll, and then you can go on through. Well, see, the people actually running the show don't know anything about that. They just see a vessel that's going into their waters.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, those are the top 5 stories that we're keeping an eye on today.
Scotty, Prego pasta sauce.
Yeah, good stuff.
You love it?
Yep,
They announced a new device called the Conversation Keeper. It records what's said at the dinner table intentionally. So it's a puck-shaped device. It looks like the lid of a Prego jar. So you press a button on the top of it to record a conversation. There's no screen. There's no connectivity outside of a USB port for charging or for transferring the recorded dinner table chats, and it can hold up to 8 hours of audio.
Why would anybody do that?
Well, it says it can chime in and prompt real conversations. So I think what they're getting at is, hey, this is where you gather as a family and you have these good dinner conversations. You can record it. So if you're a family, maybe years later you go back and listen to one of these. Both of you guys look like you're tasting sour.
I'm not carrying on a conversation with spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, I mean, it's like everything in your life is secretly recording you.
I know.
I don't want my pasta sauce to join the gang.
No.
Well, I would say they're recording you anyway, but this is one that you could keep. I'm not making a case for it. It sounds kind of kooky to me. But, I mean, maybe you could just say, hey, here are some ideas for some dinner conversations with the family. I mean, an easy one is, what's the best thing that happened to you today? What's the worst thing? Just those 2 questions can bring on some decent conversations.
How did you disappoint Dad today?
Boy, you make everything just terrible, don't you? This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Harkening back to my own childhood.
Boy,
I know exactly what you were doing.
That got dark, man.
Dude, there's so much darkness out there. I'm trying to bring in something just a little light, little fun. No, Scott's like, you know what my dad said to me? You're the biggest disappointment of my life.
I'll just say, at least your dad was around, Scott.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh. Okay, I knew you were going to one up me on that in terms of tragedy.
I just saw my dad the other day, and I told him again, man, I thank God for you, Dad. Because I hear your guys' stories all the time. Biggest story of the day, David.
Biggest story of the day is that, well, we got 3 basket cases hosting this stupid little show.
It's Dysfunction Junction right here daily. Making you feel better about your own life. That's what we're here for. A couple of news updates. And what's your story? Straight ahead. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer, the Millennial, David Van Camp, and the Sexy Boomer. That's Scott Robbins. Scott, you asked me like first thing this morning, what happened to Tucker? I don't know what happened to Tucker.
He's lost his mind. Well, either that or it's the biggest grift on the planet. Maybe a little bit of both. I'm not sure. But, man, I don't know. I used to religiously watch his show every night.
Yeah, I used to watch it every night. Yeah.
And was wildly entertained by it.
Sure. And then when he started the podcast, I thought there was a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
And then there'd be some guests on there where you're kind of like, I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, well, all of a sudden, this thing got weird, and it's keep getting... I mean, he hates Jews. There's no question about that.
He'll say he does not.
Oh, he does. I mean, please.
I haven't watched him enough to know.
Oh, well, he's a Jew hater.
I know he really hates Israel. That's for sure.
Yes, he does.
I don't know what's in the guy's heart. As far as I don't know if all Jewish people or certainly the Israeli government, whatever.
I don't know, man.
But
I'm just
what
saying.
prompted you to ask me that this morning?
Well, because I keep hearing all this crazy stuff that he's saying, all these nutty guests he has on.
Oh, he also
podcast.
apologized for supporting Trump.
Well, that too.
Yeah, he did.
And now that you just up the ante a little bit now.
Yeah, he was talking to his brother Buckley about this.
Yeah, there it is.
You and I and everyone else who supported him, you wrote speeches for him, I campaigned for him. I mean, we're implicated in this for sure. Yes. It's not enough to say, well, I changed my mind, or like, oh, this is bad, I'm out. It's like, in very small ways, but in real ways, you and me and millions of people like us are the reason this is happening right now. Yes. So I do think it's like a moment to wrestle with our own consciences.
Time out for a second. When he's saying this is happening right now, is he just talking about the war in Iran?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I think.
More than anything else? Okay.
We'll be tormented by it for a long time. I will be. And I want to say I'm sorry for misleading people. It was not intentional. That's all I'll say. But anyway, the question does present itself immediately, like, what is this?
He's talking about Trump, and now we're asking, what is this talking about Tucker?
Right. Well, this is... I never really thought of Tucker Carlson as a theater kid, but, I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and you say, hey, I don't like this, I don't support this, I wish that he weren't the president or whatever. That's, I guess. I mean, I don't get to tell Tucker what to say, but man, the drama. I'm going to live with this. What is going on? What happened?
I don't know, man.
He always had a flair for that, though. I mean,
yeah.
The drama was always there.
Yes. I mean, if I'm to guess, like if we're getting into the mind reading, like what's going on here? It could be a grift. That's possible. You got to, have an open mind to anything what is going on there. From everything we'd heard, the guy doesn't need the money. Mm-hmm. Like he's set for life.
I would think so.
Because his family had a ton of money.
Yeah.
That may be true or not. I don't know. I've just heard that reported. I think Megyn Kelly's a good buddy of his has said it, whatever. But it seems like he felt like he made such a mistake with the Iraq War and weapons of mass destruction that was the one thing that bugged him for years. He talked about it several times. Mm-hmm. And so if you're projecting that on yourself, because there were plenty of people that supported that at the time based on the information they had at that time.
Yeah.
Only to find out, okay, that was a big line of BS. That was a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But he just kept on it like, I will never make that mistake again. And so is this like an overcorrection? Like we should never get entangled in any sort of war. We should never have gone into Iran, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It may be, but there's other things that he said. You know, whether it's about Islam, Judaism, Christianity, that has people saying, okay, that's not true.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure, to tell you the truth.
Again, I don't know what the motivation is either, other than you reinvent yourself somehow in order to stay in the forefront.
Except.
And you say nutty things to keep you in the news cycle. I don't know.
Well, part of that, too, is subscription. I know part of it's views you get, whether it's on YouTube or anything else. And certainly you've got legacy media now reporting on this, saying, oh, Tucker, he's seen the light now. He sees Trump for what he is. Yeah. You know, there's plenty of that out there. But yeah, in the end, I'm not quite sure. I think what happens, we've all gone through this to a degree. There are different people that gain your trust over time. You know, commentators, pundits, call them whatever you want. And then there are some things you find disagreement with, and maybe they lose a little credibility, and you don't go to that source as many times as you used to. And sometimes you don't go back to them at all. It just depends. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not interested in anything Candace Owens has to say.
Oh, gosh, no.
Just not. I mean, and I thought she did great work, certainly on the George Floyd stuff, different things. And then it just got kooky to me. And I mean, you also know when you bring that up, we're going to get a bunch of messages. You just don't know whether to know the truth.
Right. And again, I mean,
when it comes to Turning Point.
Rather than spend days and hours bitching about it, I just don't participate in it.
Right.
It's like, I don't, whatever she does, she does. It doesn't influence me or move me at all. I don't want to listen to it. I don't need to hear it.
No.
I know what it is.
I'm also not looking for an echo chamber.
No.
I mean, I don't mind having ideas challenged and a different way of thinking about things. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it just gets to where you feel like someone's lost credibility, and you're like, okay, whatever. Speaking of losing credibility, I had not seen this before. David, you're telling me this is fresh with Kamala Harris?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was doing some event with this outlet called The Root.
Yeah. Focused on blacks, I do believe.
Yes.
She is saying, I guess, that black women need to be more selfish.
Really?
Like they need to get theirs. I'm just thinking about the amount of women that have been caught getting theirs that have gotten in trouble and lost their position in politics. But apparently that's not happening enough. Kamala.
I think it's okay for us to be a bit transactional, too. And to say, I'm going to get mine also.
Yes, David?
Well, they always say write what you know. I mean, so she knows a little bit about being transactional. Allegedly.
Yes, she does.
Allegedly.
And so don't count on me to be a voter and be the backbone of the Democratic Party, because it is my value system and my ethics and my sense of civic duty and responsibility, so that you look at me and say, oh, they're going to vote.
So you're taken for granted, is what she's saying. They always just think we're going to be there to vote for the Democratic Party. Like they're not giving us enough?
Oh, I mean, again, it's like when you look at just relative to the population versus how much influence that demographically, especially black women, have on the party, what else do you want?
It's exponentially more.
Punching way above your weight class, technically.
Oh, it's not enough. And don't say anybody's entitled. Do not say it.
I can't get past the whole chameleon act, though, based on her audience as to how she's going to talk and deliver. And
are you saying that she
went
a little bit into black dialect
of course
there?
She did. She wants to be streety sounding and and folksy.
I can't believe you would say she would do something like that.
I love you back.
Do something like that.
Well, she does it all the time.
Okay.
Fake Spanish accent.
Joy cometh in the morning.
Yeah, she's so phony. Just so phony.
Oh, my gosh, that's so funny. Hey, I want to play like 5 other clips, but I know it's time. We got to move on. We're doing other things, too. And we do this twice a day. We go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. David, today, what's your story?
Abdul El Sayed. He is a Democrat running for Senate in Michigan, and he thinks Vice President J.D. Vance is a hypocrite because of who he's married to.
What?
Well, it's one of these race essentialist kind of things.
Oh, my gosh, man.
What do you think is going through Usha's head when he talks? She's like, damn, I have to sleep with him. I mean, like, I guess she's pregnant, so I guess something's happening. But like, yeah, like you got to imagine, like, truly zero charisma.
Yeah,
like, none, right? And like, can you imagine, like, he's got brown kids.
He's saying JD's got no charisma?
Yeah.
Okay.
At some point, he's gonna have to have a really awkward conversation with his kids. Be like, like, you made your career hating people who are different.
People that look like his kids.
Yeah.
Saying,
wow.
There was a video of him saying that it's completely okay for you to not want your neighbor to not speak English. So I'm thinking, I saw a photo of him at Thanksgiving. They're speaking Hindi.
His kids' grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how you have that conversation with them?
Yeah.
I'm like, part of me is just like, bro, your whole political philosophy is incoherent.
Yeah.
Incoherent? What you're saying is incoherent, you dope.
Like, oh, wow, he has in-laws that speak another language. That completely wipes out his entire beliefs on immigration. What?
Right. Like saying you should speak English if you're going to live in the United States.
Yeah.
And if they choose to teach their kids the language that their grandparents also know, that's a bad thing?
Yeah.
Because you have rules for people of different color and you want to keep them in their box?
Yes.
Up yours. What a clown. And he's running for what?
Senate.
Of course. Of course he is.
Jeez. Okay. All right, Scotty, what do you got for your story?
Carson Mello is a marathon runner, and he was in Delaware over the weekend running in the Delaware Marathon Running Festival's title race.
Okay.
It's one of these long marathon races, and, you see these guys all the time. Every town has one. But Carson Mello was in first place. He's running, he's going nuts, and he's very close to the finish line. He starts to do the fist bump, and like, I'm winning this race. Guy comes out of nowhere and beats him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, beats him. So, in the words of Ricky Bobby, if you don't finish first, you finish last. And that's what happened to him. He didn't finish last, but he finished second. It was 1 second behind the winner, who never gave up, pushed all the way in. Guy didn't see him and ended up taking it away from him.
Don't hot dog it.
Don't hot dog it is right. He said, oh, man, the look on his face afterwards. He's got his hand on his watch, too. He's looking at his time.
Oh, man.
And the dude just blows past him at the end and wins the race.
Wouldn't you look behind you a little bit?
I always thought they did, but maybe didn't hear footsteps. Maybe people were clapping and cheering and whatnot.
If I saw the same story here, he had like a commanding lead.
Commanding lead, yeah.
Wow.
And then just...
Yeah, closed the gap on him and just kept coming and was busting it. And he was like the last, 5 yards or so of the race was celebrating.
I would date myself. All I can think is Leon Lett.
Yeah, me too. I did the same thing. Leon Lett holding the football out.
Yeah. Got it. No. Wait till you get in the end zone.
Right.
It didn't cost him, but
you
still,
got to keep
you remember
your foot
that.
on the neck, man, right until the whistle blows. Right.
There you go.
Yes.
For my story, I happened to see this in the New York Post. Bride going viral for sharing a story about how her aunt and uncle decided not to attend her wedding.
Oh, sad.
Because all the men were asked to wear a tie coming to the wedding.
Oh.
So she shared a text where the aunt said, we will not be there. Sorry. Way too much. So that was it.
Oh, Unc didn't want to wear a tie, huh?
And so the bride responded with a link that said, I found this for $6.99 online. Will you really not becoming because of a tie? And the aunt said, quote, that's right. This is the United States of America, not Princess Land.
Oh, okay. Gosh. All right. Don't go, please.
Yeah.
You're going to ruin it for everybody else. Just don't even bother. Cranks.
So who's more offensive here, in your opinion?
Oh, I think the refusal of the tie guy.
The refusal of the tie.
Well, the wife of him. Who knows what he thought.
Know. Yeah. A lot of people.
I mean, she just stepped in for him.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
You just told a lot of people a lot about yourself there, Scott.
Yeah, well, perhaps I did. But,
could be.
I mean, I don't like wearing ties, but I wouldn't miss a wedding of a niece because I don't have a tie to wear.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Is it dumb to ask all the men to wear a tie?
I think
I never heard of that before either.
But it's also your wedding. You get to set the parameters.
You can do what you want.
know?
Yeah,
You can. I know. But instead of, hey, we just want you to be there to celebrate the day.
Mm-hmm.
What, I want everyone to have a tie because I want it to be, a little bit formal, or I want it for my Instagram. That's also, like, please.
Well, you'd wear a tie. You would put one on for your niece's wedding if she asks you to.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, too. Most normal people would.
No,
yeah.
I wouldn't.
I'd gripe and moan to all my friends about it, for sure.
You take it off the minute you walked in, yeah.
No, I would. No. I would wear it just out of respect anyway, probably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then asking everybody, I don't know. I freaking hate rules. That's part of me. That's a personal thing.
Yep.
Like, what? I don't know. Oh, man. We got to get to it later. Something else on a wedding. But we got to get to a news update and Nimrods in the news in just a few.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Terry's Tiny Homes, Terry! Sure, as the only employee of her company, Terry was probably the front runner, but saving money getting personalized discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive, well, that gave Terry the edge. Over Terry. Terry! Keep awkwardly chanting your own name, Terry. You deserve it. Woo! Be your own Terry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
The Markley Van Camp and Robin Show. You know, a lot of people talk about the weight loss injections because they do get results. The results look dramatic, too. But a lot of people don't want the needles. They don't like needles. They certainly don't want to give themselves shots. And then there's also the intense side effects that you can read about. If you don't want any of that, but you'd like to lose significant weight, there is an alternative that's worked for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, including people who listen to this show. Doctors stepped in and created a weight loss supplement called Lean. It works like the shots, but no needles. Lean uses studied ingredients shown to help manage blood sugar, control appetite and cravings, support your body to lose weight, and most importantly, help you keep the weight off.
And by the way, it's not for the casual dieter either. So if that's you, if you want to drop 2 or 3 vanity pounds, probably not your thing. Brickhouse Nutrition designed Lean for the frustrated dieter out there trying to lose 10 pounds or more. So let's get you started right now. 20% off plus free rush shipping. Go to takelean.com. Use promo code MVCR to add Lean to your healthy diet and exercise plan. That's MVCR at takelean.com.
News update, David Van Camp.
Representative Ted Lieu, Democrat out of California, he read the Atlantic article, or somebody read it for him, because I'm not sure he can read.
Oh, boy.
And he says the FBI director, Kash Patel, needs to step down and go seek help and treatment for alcoholism.
Did he hear that Kash is suing, saying it's not true?
Yeah, I don't know. This guy's, again, he's shameless.
That is true. All right, we got to get to Nimrods. Here we go.
When the going gets tough,
Damn it, this is too hard.
the dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrods in the news. We go to Germany. 61-year-old man verbally and physically assaulted his neighbor. The attacker, furious, called the cops, said the neighbor was making schnitzel, but he described it as a loud pounding of the meat. So cops get there and they're like, well, were you being loud? Yep, not that bad. The meat beater said the neighbor insulted him, so he beat him, and that's Nimrods in the news.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Okay, we'll see what happens with Iran. If the bridges and the power plants are going to go kaplooey or whatever. See what happens. You know, if we're trying to get the uranium, they talked about this on 60 Minutes the other day. The former CENTCOM deputy director saying, well, this is how we would get it. Doesn't sound easy.
It's high risk. You have to occupy territory. You have to confront. You have to force your way in. So all those risks are inherent in that operation, but we can do it. The most prevalent threat is their abilities then to respond with drones, kinetic drones, maybe whatever's left in their inventory of missiles. That's your real threat to your time on the ground in the force.
Would you expect casualties in an operation like this?
Sure. You have to plan for that.
David, you look confused.
Well, I mean, I understand you're wanting the clarification. I suppose that question just struck me as odd. It's like, would we take casualties if we did this thing that you said was incredibly dangerous and incredibly hard? Well, yeah. He just laid it out for you that if we were to go in there without permission from the Iranians and occupy different spots where this uranium apparently is, a mile or so underground, well, yeah, you'd be taking incoming fire all the time, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you're reading the script, that's the next question.
And that's not,
you can't deviate.
And that's not me saying, hell yeah, we should go in and do that. I'm just saying, like, yeah, that would be the reality, of course.
Right. The thing is, it's sort of always been that way.
Yeah.
With them. Because they lied. I mean, that was another part. It's probably worth hearing it again from 60 Minutes.
Iran has been lying about its nuclear weapons effort for over 20 years now. They have always claimed our program was 100% peaceful. We were never pursuing nuclear weapons. That's a lie. And then once the international inspectors got in and started finding some things out, the Iranians kept lying to them.
Yeah. And some people were just too dumb to know that.
What's up?
Yeah, big O. Well, we'll just trust them. We'll give them pallets of cash, and then they're going to be nice. And they'll let us inspect, and yeah, this is going to work out. It didn't, obviously, so here we are. One thing, it was breaking news yesterday on ABC that most Americans did not know we're running out of troops.
What?
We're running out of troops.
Running out of them?
Yes.
But
yeah, that's fact.
But
we're good. The draft is coming back because we're running out of troops. It was breaking news yesterday.
I didn't see this.
What do you mean you didn't see it?
Didn't see it.
The News Authority, The View.
Oh.
They had it on,
okay.
Scott.
All right.
Come on.
Now, none of it goes away, and that's why they are planning on a draft. They're planning on a draft. And you're bitching and moaning that there are women who are part of the Army, Navy, and you're getting rid of people, and you talk about who shouldn't be. What the hell are you people doing?
Right.
What is she talking about?
Well, I don't know, but it is part of the, tell me if I'm wrong here, David, part of the news organization of ABC. That is The View. Yes? Your mic's off.
Yeah, that is. And I think what you're sort of, sorry, there's like so much stupid there. I just have to go through this. Okay.
It is.
So there's two things that happened. One, I believe the eligibility age, not for the draft, but for service, was raised back up to where it had been before. I forget what age that is, but it had been lowered a little while ago, and then now it's back up. The other thing is that this was part of the law that's been signed now by President Trump, that selective service, that is men ages 18 to 25, if you're a U.S. citizen, you've got to sign up for selective service. Most of us do it when we're 18, which puts you eligible for the draft if it's ever reinstated. And now, instead of doing it on your own, like you fill out the card and send it in, the U.S. government's just going to automatically do it because it's required anyway. So they're like, we're going to streamline this process, try to save some money in this. So once you're 18, boom, you're in the system, and that's it. Okay. And that's it. But so many people misread that as they're drafting people again.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's The View. How can you not trust The View?
Right.
It's unreal.
That was about the dumbest thing you're going to hear all day.
Yeah, and again,
I just want to tell the layers of dumbness there are.
Well, and then
incredible.
the other part, because Pete Hegseth, Department of War, said we got to maintain standards, and if women can meet those standards, fantastic, that's great. But if they can't, we're not just going to coddle people.
Yeah,
we have standards, and you take that as, what was it?
And you're bitching and moaning that there are women who are part of the Army, Navy, all of the, and you get...
You know the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Army, Navy, I forgot about that branch of the service.
Or the Wall branch?
Yes. Proud veteran of the Wall Corps.
That's right. It's a rabid fighting force.
She's saying we're fine, and you people are going to do the draft. Dude, I'm telling you, you may have more credibility if you take a random nursing home and set up mics there for The View.
Be more entertaining, too.
Joy Behar last week. Wasn't like Jesus went around saying he was the Messiah. What? Seriously, at least at a nursing home, there'd be someone else saying, "Are you out of your mind?"
Right. And somebody else would say, "Bingo!"
then why'd they kill him? That's what they would say.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, exactly.
All right.
So you have that going on. David, you talked about it earlier. Kash Patel is hitting back at that Atlantic story with a lawsuit.
Yeah.
And he was on Fox talking with Maria Bartiromo about it. And just wanted to play this and then get your reaction to see what he said.
If the fake news mafia isn't hitting you personally with baseless information in Washington, D.C., then you're not doing your job. And it's louder than ever. This FBI has the most prolific year in crime reduction in the United States history. A 20% reduction in the homicide rate, a 20-point drop in opiate overdose deaths. We have found and identified 6,300 child victims. 6,300 kids get to go home to their kids. That's a 30% increase. Seizing enough fentanyl to kill 180 million Americans. That's a 31% increase.
Tomorrow you will be dropping a lawsuit against the Atlantic magazine.
Yes, I will, for defamation. And because you know what, Maria? We have to fight back against the fake news. And if the fake news mafia wants to, ring their drumbeat as loud as they can, they're never going to stop me from completing the mission that President Trump asked me to do, which is safeguarding America, and we're doing it better than ever before.
Okay. So you heard that. Mm-hmm. What's your reaction? David?
I mean, I think, yeah, he sounds like he's a guy who's not going to take this lying down.
Yeah. Scott?
I agree with you. I mean, he's going to push back, and they're not like, this is something they haven't dealt with before.
Yeah.
People have just kind of went, well, that's not true, and then moved on. He's going to take it a step further. I want your money, too.
Okay.
There is sort of a cowboy aspect to him.
Yes.
That I like.
Okay, now I feel like a jerk. I feel like, because there's something else that stood out to me.
Okay.
And I'll just be honest. There was part of me that heard that and was like, dude, yeah, I'm all for the lawsuit, especially if it's just lies. And it seems like it is.
Yeah.
Because someone, who was it, David, that you said went after the Atlantic and all of a sudden they changed the tune and and they could not find anyone to verify exactly what was said in that story. Right? it's some of the, and I get fake news mafia. You're labeling something, and branding is good. And I have no idea if Trump has taught everybody on staff, you brand in a certain way. That's like branding. That's fine. The baseless claims part, most people don't talk like that. It sounds like prepared lawyer type speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather be like, listen, they said I'm too drunk to show up. It's lies. It hasn't happened. I'm here to tell you that has not happened. And yeah, we're going to sue him. If that was the speak, I'd be like, that makes total sense to me. It was just
a little too frilly.
A little too prepared.
Yeah.
A little too corporate speak.
Yeah.
Not regular guy speak. So I don't know.
I don't know if those people are capable of talking like regular guys, though, all the time.
Cash totally is, because if you heard him before he took the gig.
Yeah, I suppose. But I don't know. That did bother me.
Yeah.
And, I understand what you're saying, but
I think that sort of radars up all the time.
I don't remember any time having a conversation with any of my friends about baseless claims.
Exactly.
That's crap, man. That's crap.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
But I hope he wins, to be honest. Because when you see everything that's been reported over the last, it'd be 11 years now, so many things were just made up out of thin air.
Yeah.
Attributed to sources that don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Was unnamed or, sources. It's just so much BS. David, there's a story out of the UK about the lottery. What happened?
Dude, this is crazy, and apparently it's not a one-off. So there's this single mother of two. Claire Ainsley is her name. She thought her life was about to get a whole lot different when she believed she had won more than £1 million playing this something called the jackpot drop game on the William Hill app. I don't know. You're a single mom of two and you're on a gambling app. I don't know if that's a great decision, but she thought it was going to pay off. So then they tell her, okay, we'll get you your cash. You can withdraw it in 72 hours. Give us 3 days to put it together. And then the money was gone. They said because, you didn't really win. There was a glitch in the game.
One of those things?
And so she went on Good Morning Britain to talk about it.
Okay, roll.
Obviously, I tried to withdraw it, and then it got declined at the last minute. And then, obviously, I got email for, 2 days afterwards saying, it was a glitch and we're not going to get anything. Or me and my children's not going to get anything.
And what did you think in that moment?
I was gutted, really gutted. I was so excited.
Yeah.
I had planned
Scott,
out for
on.
my kids, to go on holiday.
You're confused.
I don't know what she said. You really what?
She said she was gutted.
Oh, gutted. Okay.
Yeah.
I said goated. Like goats. Yes, exactly. That's what I thought. It's like, what does goated mean?
I could read your mind. I knew you thought goated.
Think in that moment.
I was gutted, really gutted.
No, gutted.
Apparently, this William Hill app has a reputation for not paying out. And there was another lady, I think it was the same game, she took this company to court, and they had to give her 33,000 pounds that she had won. But they claimed, there was a glitch. Nope. Yoink.
Well, that's not the way it works.
That's not the way it should work, but we all hear these stories like, somebody hits the jackpot on a slot machine in Vegas and the casino says, no, the machine was broken. I'm like, that sounds like a you problem.
Exactly. No, pony up.
The Benny Hill app.
All of a sudden, it's like, no, we're sorry. We actually gave that money to a charity sponsored by the Muslim Brotherhood. Sorry, we don't have the money anymore. It's really sad. Sorry.
All went to the Leering Center for scholarships.
Which more to get to? A clip from Tim Walz. That goof nut. Yeah, you're going to love it, Scott. And the 5 stories we're watching today, just a few.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Mom deserves more than flowers and a card. Enter to win the JTV Mother's Day Getaway at JTV.com/sweepstakes. You could win a 6-night cruise to Grand Cayman, Mexico, and the Bahamas, plus $1,000 spending money and a $1,000 gift card to shop JTV. It's a mom's dream come true. Enter the JTV Mother's Day Getaway now at JTV.com/sweepstakes. And new customers receive a one-time $25 off of a purchase of $50 or more.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and now the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Number 5, there is an anti-billionaire fighting the oligarchy group called Our Revolution. They have officially endorsed billionaire Tom Steyer for California governor. All right.
That does not make any sense.
Well, Bernie's all in too, I guess. So, man. Number 4, Democrat Senator John Fetterman doesn't have a lot of friends in his own party. I thought this was just an interesting story. Punchbowl News reached out to Pennsylvania Democrats asking if he should run for re-election in 2028, and none of his colleagues offered any support.
Man.
All over Israel, dude. That's the craziest part. Oh, and also saying, hey, I think TSA workers should get paid.
Right.
Golly.
Man, oh, man. Eagles! Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter that you like the Eagles anymore. Doesn't matter. They don't like you.
Number 3, FBI Director Kash Patel is suing the Atlantic magazine for claiming that he's behaving erratically and binge drinking. Reuters says, hey, we can't confirm these claims. We've been asking around. We can't find any evidence that this is true. Wouldn't be the first time the Atlantic lied about something and got caught.
True.
And the Atlantic has changed the title of the story from Kash Patel's erratic behavior could cost him his job to, quote, the FBI director is MIA. All right, we're not going to.
Wow.
Number 2, Virginians headed to the polls today to vote on a new congressional map. Well, actually, it's a constitutional amendment that would allow them to change the congressional map, giving.
What's the polling on that, by the way? Have you seen anything? I mean, is
I
this
have
going to
not,
go?
but the ballot language on this is really misleading because it says to ensure fairness, should we pass this constitutional amendment?
Jeez.
Did you hear, too, they had like billboards of Trump saying you should vote for it?
Did they really?
Really?
Yeah, misleading people.
Oh, my God.
I just heard that this morning.
That's all Democrats do is lie. So with this proposed map, it would go from a 6-5 split in favor of Democrats to a 10-1 split in the House of Representatives in favor of Democrats. It's just blatant cheating.
Yep.
And then number 1, the other day we had the audio of an Indian vessel being fired upon in the Strait of Hormuz. They said, hey, you gave us clearance. Stop shooting at us. Let us turn back. The Iranians shot at them anyway. New reporting indicates they fell victim to a crypto scam, paid scammers money for non-existent safe passage.
Oh, boy.
There is a special kind of evil for someone who would do that.
No kidding, dude.
Definitely.
Oh,
guess we shouldn't be surprised, though. No. Yeah. Okay. I bring up a story involving pets when it gets even nuttier. It's like another layer of nutty to me.
Mm-hmm.
Should we allow pets on cruises?
No. Who would want to take their pet on a cruise?
Plenty of people.
I guess.
A company called Fabled Voyages. Yeah, they're saying, hey, bring your dogs, bring your cats along for the ride.
No. No.
You're saying bad idea.
I would never
You're
do
a pet
that.
person.
Never.
Why?
First of all, they would probably jump overboard and die. But I can't imagine trying to, and even dogs, I mean, playful dogs and whatnot. I can't even imagine it.
Not only that, but your pets may be well behaved. The other ones you don't know.
Well, no, you don't. Well, you don't. I mean,
they're saying, yeah, maybe dogs up to 40 pounds, cats up to 20 pounds.
No. 20-pound cats? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised both of you are like, no.
Yeah, both of us love animals.
Draw the line.
No.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Okay, David, biggest story today.
I guess it's the anticipation of what is going to happen with Iran with the ceasefire coming to an end.
Yeah. Well, 2 weeks later, and here we are.
I know we shouldn't joke about this, but because of Scott's reaction off air, I've been saying all day, I wonder what happens if Trump drops a nuke.
Oh, yeah, and off air, Scott. Oh, gosh.
He's not going to do
Oh, gosh.
But
that's not going to happen. Yeah. It's going to be okay. I have that audio to get to for you, Scott, from Tim Walz. I know you love him.
He's great. He's really wonderful.
It's
good for America.
It's really nonsense.
It's sad that he got pushed out.
And have you heard the story from Molly Hemingway about the left-wing justices during the whole abortion decision and what they did?
No.
Oh, you got to hear this story. It's wild. Coming up. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. All right, Scott, here you go. Governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz.
Oh, jeez.
He's always speaking truth, you know.
He's a kook.
Here you go.
We've got a feeble-minded, trigger-happy president who plunged us into a war where no threat was present, with no clear objectives and no exit plan. We need to call that what it is. That's fascism.
Fascism. Load.
What a clown. It's like,
what a clown is right.
What do you get,
What
like
a clown.
4 false statements in one sentence?
Embarrassing as that guy.
Pretty much. But no plan? Okay. No clear objectives? Okay. You haven't heard him? Can you read?
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, probably. He's a teacher and a coach.
Yes, coach.
Of course.
Football coach.
Yes.
Who doesn't understand football.
No.
A politician who doesn't understand politics. Timmy's
knows,
lucky.
Hey, man, he knows how to run a mean pick six. Whatever that
Unbelievable.
is.
Yes.
Football. Mm-hmm.
That was about as embarrassing as the rifle charade.
Oh, we'll see. That's a whole nother thing. What is this guy good at?
He's got this $2,000 shotgun and can't load it all the way.
Can't load it.
Yeah. Heck of a
Big
deal.
hunter, though. Big hunter.
You better believe it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Family man. Jazz hands.
I happen to see this story in a couple of places, one being the Federalist. Molly Hemingway. She's got a book out about Judge Alito. And she tells the story of what was going on behind the scenes before the big decision that was coming out in the Supreme Court about Roe versus Wade. And what the, lefty judges were doing behind the scenes. Have you heard about this?
I heard a little bit about it, yeah.
Okay. She was doing an interview with Daily Wire. I'll just pick it up. You can hear it.
The actual justices having their lives threatened multiple times a day. Their children's lives threatened. Their spouses' lives threatened.
Talking about the conservative ones, right? Mm-hmm.
They had to move out of their homes. They had to wear bulletproof vests. There was a man who was arrested for trying to kill Brett Kavanaugh and his family, and he said he wanted to take out 3 justices. And so delaying a decision, because even though you know that abortion is not really mentioned in the Constitution, but you wish it were, even if it costs the lives of your colleagues, it is really shocking behavior. It's outrageous and shocking behavior. And you saw Clarence Thomas talk about collegiality on the court and how it had kind of diminished. Well, I think he's probably talking about things like this. How do you work with someone who was willing to let you go through all of that when they knew that they weren't, I should say I want to say they knew they weren't going to change the outcome, but it's important that people know, had one of the left-wing activists succeeded in assassinating a Supreme Court justice, it would have changed the decision, because a ruling is only official when it's handed down publicly.
So they slow rolled everything. And they were saying, hey, look, there's like death threats.
Yeah.
Okay, as far as the dissent, we just need the dissents. They wouldn't give them a date, even when the dissent would be done. They just kept slow rolling the whole thing, knowing what they knew. And then you wonder, were they hoping that one of them was going to get taken out?
I'd like to think that, no, they weren't hoping for it, but
they knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Allegiance to causes supersedes pretty much anything rational in your brain of some of those people.
But like you said,
killing
David, you're
somebody
hoping
because of their political ideology sometimes is a means to an end.
But you were hoping not a Supreme Court justice, for crying out loud.
I understand that. I get it. I mean, it sounds evil and hateful, and it is.
Yes.
But political objectives must be met.
Here's the last part of her statement.
And if someone dies before that, like happened with Scalia, right? There were a bunch of decisions that would have been handed down the year he died, but as soon as he died, it affected the outcome of the decisions. So this it's a very dark thing to think about what was going on here.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Very dark is right.
And most people will never know that happened.
No.
I mean, we obviously followed that story pretty close. Did you know some of them had to wear bulletproof vests? I had not read that before.
I didn't know that.
I just kind of assumed it.
Yeah.
Because, because actually a Supreme Court justice getting that sort of 24/7 protection was rare up until a few years ago.
Yeah.
Like, you would just spot, I just remember finding this out because somebody caught up with Clarence Thomas outside somewhere in D.C. And it's like, wow, they don't have any security around them? And then I looked into it, and they're like, no, generally, no. They don't have Secret Service protection. But the only reason the guy who flew to the Virginia home, Virginia or Maryland, wherever Brett Kavanaugh lives, flew there from California, the only reason that they were stopped is because of the intense scrutiny over the potential Roe v. Wade being overturned. And so they had security on the site. That's the only reason. It's the only thing that stopped this crazed man from murdering a Supreme Court justice and his family.
And imagine for a second that if this was Sotomayor or Ketanji Brown Yusar that had to move because of death threats, you would know it. It'd be everywhere.
Oh, for sure. I think so. And what's unfortunate about all of this is that I think I and a whole lot of other people who are not ideologically aligned would say that's awful. Anybody issuing these death threats and getting in their faces and threatening them should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. You can't really say the same for the other side.
No, they don't.
It's sad.
It is. No doubt about it. All right, it's time. We do it a couple of times a day. Go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. David, what's your story here?
ABC News commentator Sunny Hostin, one of the cows on The View, made an interesting claim today.
Really?
I don't know if you want. Well, I'll just roll it out here.
I believe that I have psychic abilities. I recall when I was a child, I was about 5 years old. You know, I grew up very poor, and I dreamt a number. And my grandmother was like, we are going to play that number. That's what you used to call it, playing the numbers. And my entire family won based on that number.
Oh, give us some numbers. Show us.
Wait, have you had an instance since you were 5? Yeah. Well, I haven't had that number dream, but I've had other dreams, and they have come true.
Oh. And that's why you think you're psychic?
Well, my grandmother, now I'm going to start sounding crazy, but my grandmother had psychic abilities, and she told me that I also had the gift.
I love, man, sometimes I do wish this show was video so everyone could see Robin's face right now.
My grandma told me I drew nice pictures. But not that I was an artist.
What are you saying by saying that, Scott?
No, I think grandmas just say things that are positive to their grandkids. Yeah.
You've got the gift. Very few do, but you do. Be careful with it. Well, what other dreams are you talking about that came true?
I don't know.
I mean, if you're truly psychic, let's hear it. Predict something that hasn't happened yet. Let's check it out.
Scatman Crothers in The Shining. He's got the shine.
He's got the shine, yep. They're going to start calling her Shiny Austin.
She's got the shine.
You know, it's like if you've got this gift of prophecy, let's hear it. And then, but you only get to be wrong once. That's the deal.
Why would you hold that all these years and not let us in on it?
I know.
Sunny?
No kidding.
Shiny?
Yeah. I want to hear all the examples. I don't think we're going to get
No,
that.
we don't have them.
Okay. All right, Scotty, what do you got for What's Your Story?
This segment brought to you by Sonny's Intuition. All right, this story this is crazy. November 2022, 25-year-old Nicholas Gutierrez, driving on the wrong side of the street in Whittier, California, plows into a group of 25 L.A. County Sheriff's recruits. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
They were on training.
Mm-hmm.
1 was killed. 5 were severely injured. Investigation determined that Gutierrez had fallen asleep. On Monday, he pled guilty to 10 felony charges. Going to walk away, no time served. He pleaded guilty to vehicular manslaughter, several counts of reckless driving. In exchange for pleading guilty to all those charges, he received a suspended sentence of 8 years and 5 years probation, meaning that as long as he doesn't violate his conditions, he will avoid any time behind bars at all. There is no justice for any victims in California.
Wow.
Period. The end. A lot of people thought he did this on purpose, too, by the way.
I know. This is how Western civilization gets destroyed.
Man, how is that possible?
That's like a Marxist, communist sort of belief, I guess.
Jeez.
I don't know, man.
We'll try to restore your faith in humanity later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my story won't do it, I don't think.
Okay.
I happen to see it, New York Post headline. It's an attention grabber. Women are getting boob jobs made from cadavers.
Oh.
Why a New York City doc worries it could lead to cancer scares. Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. You hadn't heard that one, huh?
No.
Uh-huh.
Do you get like a cadaver lineup, or how does this work?
Well, it's just the fat. That's basically what it is.
Okay.
So it talks about this latest cosmetic craze across the country. Women are embracing a buzzed about injectable filler made from donated cadaver fat.
Mm.
So you add tissue from dead bodies to fill in, smooth over, and enhance their shape. But one plastic surgeon says, I'm not going to use it. I know people are saying this is great, it's regenerative, whatever. But this Dr. Tommaso Adona said, I don't think you should use this as a tool. If you took this product and used it in a different setting, my anxiety would drop, but the breast is a unique organ. And he said, I think it needs to be respected appropriately. I'm not comfortable with it because, placing this in other areas of the body might be okay, but this, it just needs more evaluation, because what if that part of the tissue starts to, die? Then what happens to the other tissue? Said if you take a patient's own fat, the potential of having dead fat is pretty small, but it's not zero. Because the potential of this fat not surviving, we don't know what the chances are. They're saying this guy knows what he's talking about because he's performed more than 10,000, breast enhancements.
Yeah. The man knows his boobs. Yeah.
He does. And if the filler fails to integrate in the breast, it could form oil cysts or calcifications that show up as hard, suspicious masses. Then you would pick it up on mammograms, and then, even if it's not cancer, you would be triggered that it might be. You're not quite sure.
They're going to use these in sex change operations, too.
You wouldn't doubt it.
That would be a big one, I would think.
Yeah. So, I was like, I don't follow plastic surgery much. Mm-hmm. It was just the headline. It's like, cadavers for that? Really?
Donate them to science.
Oh.
No part goes wasted.
If I donate my body to science, can I pick Who's going to get my fat?
And where are they taking the fat from to put into? It's like fat from somebody's rear, then goes into the breast. Who knows,
I don't
man?
know.
Yeah, we got to get to a news update, and Nimrod's in the news in just a few. Spring has officially sprung, and sure, you might be thinking about cleaning out the garage or finally tackling that closet, but what about cleaning out your body? After months of heavy food, too many sweets, and maybe a few extra adult beverages, your body could use a reset. And the best place to start? Your liver. That's your body's built-in detox system.
Try out Active Liver from New Nordic. It comes in an easy-to-take tablet or peach mango gummies, and it's not some mystery formula. It's made with natural ingredients like globe artichoke, turmeric, and milk thistle. This stuff helps support your liver so you can feel better day to day. It's an easy daily detox to help out your liver, and you know what? You will notice the difference.
More energy, better digestion, less of that bloated feeling. You can find Active Liver online at Amazon. Just make sure you're getting the real thing from New Nordic and not some knockoff. Or you can grab it at CVS or Wegmans. Do your body a favor this spring. Give your liver a little attention with Active Liver from New Nordic.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new brick you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-494-7174. 800-494-7174. 800-494-7174.
Yeah. The Markley Van Camp and Robin Show. You know, if you've been looking to get a good night's sleep and you're taking the proper steps that people are telling you to do, no caffeine later in the day, and, you know, no blue light, you know, an hour before bed, stuff like that, and you're still waking up, you wake up hot, you're sweating. Maybe you haven't had a good mattress in a long time. Maybe you've never had one. Who knows? And you're looking for a luxury mattress at a reasonable price. There's finally a company that can do that, and that is Ghost Bed.
Yeah, it is. I love mine. I mean, you mentioned the cooling thing. I wake up hot all the time. I'm just a sweaty guy, I guess. But the cooling feature is really cool. It just, well, no pun intended there. If you run hot at night, it really is a lifesaver. Back support keeps your spine aligned, so you're not constantly shifting to get comfortable. For me, the difference was noticeable right away. I actually felt like I was getting a good night's sleep.
Yeah, lean, by the way, is not for just the casual dieter.
That's the wrong script, Scott.
I'm talking about Ghost Bed.
Oh, sorry.
The Ghost Bed designs their beds.
I got it. I had the wrong script. You're right. I was holding it in my hand and I was drifting.
You rung up for that automatically.
Ghost Bed designs their beds for real recovery. And you can try it for yourself risk-free for 101 nights. If you don't feel the difference, send it back. Right now, they've got their spring sale going on, plus an extra 10% off for you, the listener. Go to ghostbed.com/MBCR. Use promo code MBCR. That's ghostbed.com/MBR, promo code MBCR.
Yes, sir.
There. Right script, right copy, right place, right time.
You struck out in the wrong ballpark.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would say take a picture of that script and put it on our aura frame so you don't lose track.
You want to go there next? Because it's handy.
It is great. News update, David Van Camp.
We've just discovered mashup live reads. That's what we're going to do now.
I'll tell you what, you throw a little disco underneath there, a little bumping music, you got something there.
Jamie's first third is for Ghost Bed. I'll do Lean the second time, and Scott will finish him off with Prize Picks.
Prize Picks or our frames or whatever. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that.
Yeah.
It's creative radio advertising.
Yeah. You could just pick more or less on the amount of scripts Scott wants to put into one read.
I'll take the kick. My bad.
And with that, we go to Nimrods at the news.
When the going gets tough,
Damn it, this is too hard.
the dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the news on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrods in the news, we go to Miami. 24-year-old woman arrested. Why? She struck a dude on the head with a glass picture frame at the popular Kiki on the River Mediterranean restaurant. Like, nice place. What was going on? By the way, her name is Sophia Mar. And yeah, there's her mugshot. To paint the picture, I mean, nice-looking 24-year-old woman, long, dark hair. According to the arrest report, she and several people in her party were being escorted out of the venue, a little loud, around 10:30, by security. And apparently she didn't like it, so a guy standing in front of her, she just bashed this frame over his head. He's bleeding down his face.
Jeez.
Crazy, and that's Nimrods in the news.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. So what will happen with Iran? Well, retired General Jack Keane, he's on Fox quite a bit, said what he thinks is going to happen is somebody from the United States is going to give him a little message.
I'm sure somebody's going to lean across the table and tell them, if you guys don't make a deal, we're coming after you personally. That all of you and the rest of your cohorts, their lives will be at stake. By the way, just so our adversaries know if they're listening, we have twice as much combat air power in the region today than we did when we began the war some weeks ago.
That's when you're hearing the story of the Revolutionary Guard in Iran. Has sidelined the president there as that military group has expanded.
Unbelievable.
So the president is reportedly unable to contact Supreme Leader Mahmoud Khomeini as a military council controls the access.
Yes.
So there you go.
So who are we talking? Who are we negotiating with? Again, I don't know.
In some ways, that makes it easier for some cooler heads within Iran to basically say, all right, we're getting cooed right now. So let's work with the Americans here to try to figure this out. Because the Revolutionary Guard, as I've mentioned before, operates as a second government within Iran. And if they're suddenly saying, all right, now we are the government within Iran, well, there's a lot of people in the political sphere that are not going to appreciate that very much. Now, they may not be able to do much because they don't have the guns, but we'll see what happens.
Well, and when you read who's in charge of that group, I mean, they're hardliners.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm not even trying to make light of this, but what is the one thing you heard about the new Supreme Leader?
Gay.
The report is he's gay. I don't know if he is or not. But let's say for the sake of argument, he is. I'm guessing the military guard, when they're hardliners, they're not approving of that.
Well, no, but you could see a situation where they just keep him under wraps. If he's even still alive.
Exactly.
That's still
or
an
able
open
to
question.
even have a conversation of any kind. Because they mentioned he was disfigured.
Yes. But, I mean, if that military guard, they completely take over, I mean, what is it, a matter of time before they see if he can fly off a building?
Well, at least once he stops being useful to them. But until that point, man, it could be weekend at Bernie's here. Weekend at Ayatollah's. Yes.
Yeah, not quite sure. Meanwhile, we have our problems in the United States, and one of them is because of our president, our allies are upset because we're unreliable now.
Says who?
Kamala.
Oh,
just nonsense. One thing after another. Here you go.
This president is the first president of the United States of either party since World War II to abandon America's responsibility. What he has done.
I don't even know what she's talking about there, the responsibility. It's
sure
just words, whatever. Okay.
Is he has won, in the eyes of our allies, made us unreliable.
Well, when they say that, he has made it clear that we're not just pushovers anymore.
Right. We're not a doormat. You have to pay your fair share. And he's going to ask the question, what's in it for us? Because we're no longer just buying into this idea that we owe the world something because we're the world leader. We're not doing that anymore. We've been taken advantage of. Sorry.
She is the entire entertainment package.
Yeah, for a while there, you were like, I'm glad she's gone. I couldn't take it. But now you kind of want her back, and you want her to run.
I do want her to run, yes. For this show, I want her to run.
Oh, man, the primary debates
are just going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much she boozes or if she boozes or whether that's just a caricature of her, but she sounds half in the bag most of the time. She just did there.
I call myself a joyful warrior.
Well, dude, did you hear some of this? And I don't know the exact context of this, but this is her, to your point, Scott, at that same event, sounding very, very drunk.
Yeah.
Of high level of character, which is to say I must conduct myself in a way that I honor the ancestors and all who have sacrificed before me. And so I will vote because it is my duty for all that paved the path for me to be here. But they count on that.
Yeah.
Hammered.
I can't tell. There's been, at her best, she doesn't sound like someone that's just strong, forceful. It's always sort of asking as a question.
Yeah.
Right? That whole thing. If you know what I'm talking about.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
Yeah, it's one thing after.
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets.
Oh, boy. Golly.
But what you just played was like 45 seconds of just nonsense.
Yeah.
Just words jumbled around and together, but with this notion in your small alcohol-fueled brain that it's profound.
You went from not knowing if that was just a character to her alcohol brain. It's just that turned a corner quickly.
It's just like she's on top of the mountain just talking to the peasants, and it's just this profoundness that keeps pouring out of her, and instead of
yes
cheap wine or whatever she's hitting on.
You know what? It's my job to keep the show moving. That's what they always say.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I understand
I know.
But then I want to lean in, and I want to give you.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree that there are things and tools that are available to us to slow this thing down.
Yes.
Again, I don't even know what you're talking about.
She has been unbourboned by what has gin. Yes,
yeah, right, exactly. It's just this. Again, it's closing time at the end of the bar. There's still like a handful of pretzels in the bowl in front of you, But it's the staleness of it all.
I just broke news.
And she's down there holding court to no one.
Yeah.
With all this profound, deep conversation that, taken on its own, just out there, it means nothing.
Never let anyone take your joy from you.
Why would they?
Brandon Johnson, David.
Yes.
Mayor of Chicago, you have a story.
Well, the mayor of Chicago.
Space is exciting.
No, we can't do anymore.
It spurs our imaginations. And it forces us
to what?
To ask big questions.
Space,
it affects us all. And it connects us all.
Doesn't mean anything.
Yay. Yay.
It's
Okay,
just-
anyway, Chicago, David.
Yes, the mayor,
God.
the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson. They've had some problems with teen takeovers.
Oh,
where,
yeah.
and then the bullets start flying. They get, hundreds of teenagers showing up at a different place in the city, and cops
But yeah, it'd
can't
be
do
one thing
anything.
if it was just like Fast and the Furious. Like, we're going to do some car stuff. We're
Yeah.
gonna, just burn out for a while. But no, then the bullets fly and you got mass hysteria.
Oh, he knows how to solve this. Okay.
Oh,
and it's
okay.
not cracking down on them and sending people to jail, making examples out of people. But here we go.
The more safe spaces that we give young people, the less likely they will engage in irresponsible behavior. So I'm calling on all the folks in the city of Chicago to continue to work with my administration, to work with our state legislature, our city council, our business community, to wrap our arms around young people, to show up in a very intentional way, to make sure that they have opportunities. The more safe spaces.
There you go.
Yeah.
What safe spaces? Are you
Midnight
talking?
basketball.
Dude, I was
Exactly,
going to say,
yeah.
set up on a tee for you, Scott. Your favorite thing to talk about.
It's always midnight. Midnight basketball was going to solve it all. We just open the gyms at midnight and let the kids just get out their aggression on the basketball court. None of this will happen.
Right.
Hey, don't you notice it's also always when you hear Democrats talk about this, and sometimes it's Republicans, but rarely in Republican areas do you have problems like these. But it's always we're calling on the business community and all this stuff to give money to provide safe places and all this. Why don't they ever say, we're calling on parents to know where your kids are?
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, they won't do it.
No parent shaming.
No, because, again, as far as that party's concerned, they look at a certain demographic of people as completely helpless. That's part of it.
Right.
I mean, and this whole nonsense of if we just had safe spaces for these kids are the reason so many spaces aren't safe that no one wants to go to anymore. Look at D.C. A lot of that was teen violence, teen gangbangers.
Oh, yeah, because there were diversion programs. So you go in, you get arrested, you go get arraigned, and then you're out, and then it's like, don't do it again. They weren't holding kids accountable.
Not at all. It's ridiculous. You got to crack down. And when is the shaming going to ever start for absentee dads?
Oh, I've been harping
Impregnating
about that
one woman after another after another. I got 7 kids, not responsible for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
No, is that person ever shamed? No. That's the problem. It just goes on and on and on. It's nuts. There's a crazy situation in Wisconsin I don't know if you heard about. And this was all about animal rights people. And I understand when you're talking about beagles, people get upset.
Yeah.
When they found out, and it was never talked about as far as legacy media, Fauci, and the beagles taking those dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To do all sorts of just awful, horrendous things to in the name of research. If that would have got out, then you would have had the lefties turning on Fauci.
Oh, for sure.
Instead of walking around with little Fauci puppets. And,
Fauci
sewn
candles.
together, Fauci pillows and stuff like that.
Right.
But anyway, in Blue Mounds, Wisconsin, there's like 1,000 animal welfare activists tried to gain entry over the weekend to a beagle breeding and research facility. And, police are there. They're turning back people. They had to fire rubber bullets and pepper spray into the crowd.
Dang.
And arrested the group's leader. And apparently that was the second attempt in as many months by protesters to take the beagles from the farm. And, well, you got the Dane County Sheriff there, Barrett, saying this is not a peaceful protest. There are a significant amount of people that are, coming after us. They tried to overcome barricades. And, yeah, you had to arrest people. You had to do something. They quoted one activist in the story, I just feel defeated because no dogs had been successfully seized. And, yeah, I understand you could be upset about it and you can protest, but you can't do that.
No.
Can't break the
But
law.
this is the police talking about it.
This is not a peaceful protest, and we will do everything and use every resource we have to keep and maintain the peace. There are 300 to 400 people actively trying to break in and hurt not only the Dane County Sheriff's Office deputies on site, but steal and take property.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just crazy. And a crazy animal story out of Spain. Bullfighter, because, you still get some bullfights going on. Suffered an unfortunate injury that's apparently very serious. A bull's horn perforated his rectum.
His rectum?
Correct. I mean, I can tell you the rest of the story if you want to hear it.
What are the odds?
I know, man. You talk about a gutty competitor. Yeah, that'd be it right there. All right, we'll get to that in the 5 stories we're watching today in a few. You know what's funny? The pictures you remember most about your mom or your wife aren't the big staged ones. It's those everyday moments that hit the hardest. The laugh, the look, just being there. And all those pics you don't have to just keep on your phone, and you don't have to run out and print them. You just put them on an Aura frame, so those memories are actually living in your home where you can see them every single day.
Aura makes Mother's Day easy. You can preload photos before the frame even ships, so it shows up ready to roll. And you get free unlimited storage, so you can keep adding photos and videos anytime from anywhere. Plus, you can personalize it with a message before it even arrives.
Named #1 by Wirecutter, you can save on gifts moms love by visiting auraframes.com. For a limited time, you listeners can get $25 off their best-selling Carver mat frame with code MVCR. That's AURA frames.com, promo code MVCR. Support the station by mentioning Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-970-3355. That's 800-970-3355. 800-970-3355.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and the 5 stories we're watching today.
Number 5, FBI Director Kash Patel. He is suing The Atlantic for claiming that he's behaving erratically. He's gone missing several times, binge drinking. Well, Reuters has a follow-up report saying, well, we can't find anybody to confirm any of those claims. The Atlantic has also quietly changed the title of that story from Kash Patel's erratic behavior could cost him his job to the FBI Director is MIA.
No, yeah.
Boy, that's a big tell, huh?
Yeah.
Would not be the first time that they got caught lying about something. Number 4, Representative Sheila Sherphillis McCormick, a Democrat out of Florida, while she was facing an expulsion vote, well, she's just resigned from Congress. She stole $5 million in FEMA funds, allegedly.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
I thought she said she wasn't going anywhere.
Well,
she changed her mind.
I'm pretty sure Hakeem Jeffries got tired of being asked about her and how. I mean, that's one of those things behind the scenes. You know that Democrats are all talking like, hey, man, like, it looks bad. We can't defend her, but we also don't want to vote to kick her out. So then the pressure came down, and she's resigned from Congress.
Kamala just said a woman needs to get hers.
Yeah.
She was just trying to do that.
That's what she says.
Number 3, Virginians are headed to the polls today to vote on a new, it's a constitutional amendment that would result in a new congressional map. It would allow Democrats to go from a 1 congressional seat advantage to a 10-to-1 advantage. It's remarkable, dude.
Oh, my gosh.
And then number 2, the other day, an Indian vessel was fired upon in the Strait of Hormuz. They said they were given clearance, but the Iranians shot at them anyway. New reporting is now indicating that they may have fallen victim to a crypto scam that's being sent out to boats that are waiting to cross. They paid scammers, it turned out, money for a non-existent safe passage. And then number 1, Iranian propagandists, I love this, put out a video of their new version of the Navy SEALs, and it's really bad AI. And I know that because swimmers pictured in the video have 3 arms and shape-shifting rifles as they swim in the ocean.
Wow.
Now, that's real. We're in trouble.
That would be effective.
Yeah, no kidding.
Those are the top 5 stories that we're watching today. Right now, GhostBed has their spring sale going on, plus get an extra 10% off for our listeners. Go to ghostbed.com/MVCR. Use promo code MVCR to get that 10% off. That's ghostbed.com/MVCR. Promo code MVCR.
Scott, the name of the bullfighter, Jose Antonio Morante Camacho.
Oh, wow.
Yes. 4 names.
Macho Camacho.
King of the bullfighters.
Yes.
Is what he's been called.
Formally, anyway.
Yes. There's actually a picture of him getting gored in the butt.
Was he retreating? Is that how this happened?
I think so. It was apparently the 4th bullfight of the day for him.
Oh, my.
Seems like a lot. And said they didn't know how bad he was hurt, just people watching, because there was just a slight tear in the britches.
Oh, God.
But it got in, and it's like a perforated
Oh.
It's not good.
Dang.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show. I don't even know if I'd heard that terminology before.
I understand the idea of being a gritty competitor and trying to come back from an injury, but do you ever come back from an injury like that?
I guess some of these competitors, we can't relate to them. There's something that's driving them. I don't know if he's coming back from this or not.
He's going to be like the Lindsey Vonn of bullfighting.
Yeah, but this isn't like a sprained ankle or a pulled hammy or something. This guy got gored up the old hoo-ha.
Yeah. The report said bullhorn wound on the posterior. I won't say that word, with a trajectory of about 10 centimeters. Damaging the sphincter. Golly. Okay. The Robbins trifecta, straight ahead. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, the Robbins trifecta. His top 3 stories coming up in a few. News update, David Van Camp.
Oh, Virginians are heading to the polls today, and because Democrats want to cheat. They want a 10-to-1 congressional map up from the, 6-to-5 map that they currently have. And they say, well, this is about ensuring fairness because Texas or something. It's like, dude, Texas didn't even go that far. I think the Texas legislature could have actually pushed for more, but they didn't. You've got California doing this. You've got Virginia. Of course, today is the day where we will find out whether or not Democrats will get away with this. Even CNN is calling them out a little bit. This is one of their reporters on the ground in Virginia.
And just take a look at how this map is structured. What they do is they've taken the heavily Democratic areas in the northern area of Virginia, and they've created 5 separate districts that basically pinwheel out to go out into conservative, more rural areas, including where we are right now in the proposed 7th congressional district. It's actually interesting. We're kind of like smack dab in the middle of the district, and if you go in one direction, there's another district about 1.5 miles away. In the other direction, there's another district about 2 miles away, really highlighting the shifts that are being seen right now with these proposed maps.
Yeah. We're in this little, they have this little, lobster claw district. It's weird.
Wow. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Do you have any predictions how this is going to go?
I think it's probably going to pass.
I was afraid of that, too.
I think it will pass, not just because right now, especially in the sort of D.C. suburbs area of Virginia, there are a lot of people who are ticked off about the reduction in force among the federal workforce because they used to work there at the federal government, so they're more animated right now.
Yes, makes sense.
And, people's eyes tend to glaze over when you talk about congressional redistricting, even though for the purposes of how our republic functions, it's one of the most important stories out there. And so I don't know how many people are going to be animated to go out and vote no on this. And also the ballot language is absurd because they say they're doing this to ensure fairness.
It's always
and
the
who doesn't want it to be
thing.
fair, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
fairness?
of course you do.
Come on.
I'm not against. Yeah.
Okay.
Lying liars that lie.
Yeah. Well, you probably saw the labor secretary resigned after the investigation going on. That sounded like a wild one.
Oops.
Yeah, Lori Chavez de Remer. Is that how you say the last name?
I think so.
Officially stepped down after an ongoing investigation into alleged misconduct, misuse of taxpayer-funded travel and resources, inappropriate relationship with security personnel.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Hostile work environment claims, additional issues involving staff and internal operations. So taking a job back in the private sector at one of the, was it Hot Air? I forget. Had this whole rundown of some of the stuff being accused of. It sounded like a rock station in the early 90s, the old labor department over the last year or so. It's kind of crazy. They're using all this money to go different places, and then it's a security guard and her, apparently. This sort of relationship going on. There's boozing going on at work, allegedly. And then there were did you see the pictures? Like when they're going to their, quote, retreat? It's all the women in the bikinis, including...
I saw a photo of her in the bikini, and I just thought, hey, she's just a fun-loving Latina who is living her best life. She's living out loud.
You know how old she is?
No.
What would you guess? Had to guess.
56?
57, yeah. Yeah, and then, of course, you're looking at this story online, and then different commenters, well, she looked pretty good for 57. Well, I don't think that's what we're debating right here, is whether or not this was appropriate.
But it could be.
It could be.
Justice for the labor secretary. That's what I'm saying. She did nothing wrong.
Those burly, chiseled bodyguards, too, Quite the temptation.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. You get a little liquor in you, and,
Well, then, the pressure can go that way just because it's a dude. It's like, you want to keep your job?
Yeah.
Come to mama. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. What are you going to do now?
Keep your sunglasses on, though.
And then her husband was also accused of harassing staff.
Her husband?
Yes.
Oh, my.
You hadn't heard that part?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Was he along for the ride?
Well, you don't quite know exactly what was going on.
Oh, no.
But, yeah. So, and someone else said, well, that's the third female now in Trump administration. It's been either shown the door or pushed out.
War on women.
Yeah, who was it that had that bonehead statement?
It was Gavin Newsom's wife.
Right. This is proof.
Yes.
Trump's war on women. So you got that going on. And then, a little bit ago, I was talking the story about the bullfighter.
Yeah.
With the injury.
In the rectal area?
Yes, just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Just terrible. There was another story out there that I just happened to see. Dude, it's tragic. There's no doubt about that. But did you hear anything about the guy that would lead people on safaris that was actually killed by an elephant?
Not much of a lead on the safari then, huh?
Well, elephants can be brutal, dude.
Yeah, they'll come right at you.
Yeah. Well, this guy had actually said, because apparently he loved elephants, okay? And he said, I'd rather get killed by an elephant than shoot one. He had once said that. Mm-hmm. Apparently, he took out a gun to scare the elephant, but didn't use it.
Wow.
Well,
he's a man of his word.
Yeah.
I would say that.
The reason you got an elephant gun there.
But, I mean, his whole job was taking people on a walking safari.
Hmm.
I would
And that
never
was-
go on a walking safari.
I
want a
wouldn't
motor.
either.
you
I
know?
want something around me.
That a lot of people would say that. His name was Gary Freeman, and again, leading a walking safari in South Africa. This happened April 9th. I just happened to see the story. But all these people were doing these great tributes to the guy, saying, yeah, he often said he'd rather be killed by one than shoot one.
No, got your wish.
And the police spokesman said, yeah, there is no evidence that suggests the firearm was used. He took the gun out to scare it, but it apparently didn't work.
Jeez.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
All right, you ready for your big three?
Yeah, let's
Here
go.
we go. Roll it.
Are you ready?
1, 2, put my shoe on.
It's the 3 most important news stories of the day.
I hit the trifecta.
Well, at least according to Scott Robbins. It's the trifecta on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Every day about this time, Scott Robbins' top 3 stories, helped by his hero.
I'm Casey. Hey there, Casey Kasem. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Good.
I'm ready.
All right, good.
3.
Number
Talk to me
3,
today.
some people are very concerned about a particular type of inflation.
Yeah, Malaysia's Carex BHD is the world's top condom producer. They're going to raise their prices up to 30%, possibly further. They have supply chain problems right now. Yeah. Strait of Hormuz and all. Situation is definitely very fragile. Prices are expensive. We have no choice but to transfer the cost right to the customers.
Yowza, yowza, yowza.
Says the CEO. Now, this company produces 5 billion condoms a year, supplier to leading brands like Durex and Trojan, as well as state health systems. Like in Britain, they sell those to Great Britain as well. The condom maker joins a growing list of companies, including medical glove makers, bracing for supply chain bottlenecks as the Iran war strains energy and chemical flows from the Middle East, and they can't make their stuff anymore because they need that chemical to make it, and it's not working, and it's all boondoggled, and now you got condoms that people are going to probably steal.
I feel an emptiness in my heart.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that, but you're too old to be using those things anyway, Casey.
Now, on with the countdown.
Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day, up to number
2.
How the California governor, Gavin Newsom, sold so many books.
You know, this is, every time I read, these guys roll a book out, and all of a sudden it's top 5 bestseller, New York Times. It's like, who's buying Gavin Newsom's book?
You can juice the numbers.
They offered supporters who gave any amount of money, $1, $5, $10. If you do that, you get a copy of my book.
Yes.
67,000 people did. They received a copy of the memoir, accounting for 2/3 of the total print sales.
Yep.
So he rolls this thing out, right? And he said, make any contribution of any amount today, and I'll send you a copy. And he did, and it boosted the sales of the book. And so the New York Times bestseller list, you can say that now. The campaign shelled out $1,561,875 to buy and distribute all the books.
Again,
What a con job.
Yes.
And the countdown continues.
Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day.
And finally, 1.
Virginia Democrat Governor Abigail Spanberger. You have an update on her.
Well, this is one of those underreported stories, so I didn't know much about this one. She issued this statement: we have officially guaranteed the right of every woman in Virginia to access contraception and birth control. The Right to Contraception Act has now been signed into law. The law protects millions of Virginian women who use contraception every day. Virginia is finally enshrining this freedom into law. Where on the planet Earth can you not buy contraception?
Well, they're saying free, right?
No, you got to pay for it. Just there. Just going to be there.
What?
Wait, what?
Safeguarding it, making sure it's there. They've officially guaranteed the right of every woman to access to contraception of birth control. Access to. So
What does that mean?
I guess you can go in and buy condoms. And
Are they
foam
talking
and what
about
else?
day
No.
after, too? Is that what they're putting into that?
Very well could be as well.
Yeah, there's been a lot of paranoia on the left that somehow Trump is going to ban all forms of contraception.
Contraception, yeah.
Okay.
So all hell is breaking loose right and left. This is the thing she's touting now.
To me, too. If you're paranoid about that with the Trumpster, don't be.
No.
Because, I'm just saying, he's saved a lot of money because of contraception in his past. All right?
What does that mean?
He wasn't.
He got around.
Safety first, David.
Yeah.
Safety first.
He had his own condom.
Well, apparently Trump was going to take them all off the shelves, and now she's going to make damn sure that doesn't happen in Virginia anyway.
That just sounds
stupid.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
And there you have it.
All right. The Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day. Well done, Scotty.
Access to contraception.
I can't say it. You already said it. Who's stopping anybody?
Exactly. I'm sorry, you can't buy contraception.
Guys in MAGA hats, you will not buy them. You must have children. News update and Nimrods of the news in just a few.
Surprise! Your expenses this month were way higher than you expected! Also, you forgot to renew your website domain, and now you're in a bidding war!
You should see the look on your face. At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Plus, the fridge died in the break room, and now everything smells weird! All right!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-601-5050. That's 800-601-5050.
You know, everybody's talking about these weight loss injections because, yeah, the results look dramatic. They work by lowering blood sugar and crushing your appetite. But here's the thing. Those injections, no fun and a hassle. There can be some pretty intense side effects. So if you're saying, I want results, but I'm not signing up to stab myself every week, check this out.
Doctors stepped in and created a weight loss supplement called Lean, and the results are remarkable. Lean uses studied ingredients shown to help lower blood sugar, burn fat by converting fat into energy, and curb appetite and cravings. So you're just not as hungry all the time.
Lean is not for the casual dieter to try to drop 3 vanity pounds. Brickhouse Nutrition designed Lean for the frustrated dieter with 10 or more pounds to lose. So let's get you started. 20% off right now, plus free rush shipping. Go to takelean.com. Use promo code MVCR to add lean to your healthy diet and exercise plan. That's MVCR at takelean.com.
The Markley Van Camp and Robin Show. You know, if you thought about losing significant weight, there's a way you can do it without needles. I know a lot of people talk about the needles. Oh, it gets reaction. It gets, results. You see it on TV all over the place, but not everybody wants to do the needle thing. And if you've read about the intense side effects, you may not want to be purchasing Depends or something like that.
Oh.
That's not everybody, but you've heard it.
Yeah.
But there is something else that has worked for a lot of people that listen to this show.
Yeah, it's a weight loss supplement called Lean. You just take a couple of the capsules after breakfast, and it works like the shots, but no needles. Lean uses studied ingredients shown to help manage blood sugar, control appetite and cravings, support your body to lose weight, and, more importantly, keep that weight off.
And if you're just trying to drop, 2-3 vanity pounds, probably not for you. Brickhouse Nutrition designed Lean for the frustrated dieter who wants to lose 10 pounds or more. So let's get you started right now. 20% off plus free shipping. Go to takelean.com. Use promo code MVCR. Add lean to your healthy diet and exercise plan. That's MVCR at takelean.com.
News update, David Van Camp.
Tom Steyer, this is the billionaire who is now the leading Democrat in the California governor's race after Eric Swalwell dropped out because of those pesky rape allegations. So this is kind of a fun clip from, actually it's from last month, but now that he is leading among Democrats, I think it's interesting to bring this back up. Ashley Zavala is a local news reporter. What is the TV station she works for? It's KCRA.
On your side.
On your side. She is a good follow, by the way, Ashley Zavala, if you're interested in California politics and the cluster that is. She's good at her job. Well, she asked about Gavin Newsom to Tom Steyer. Like, how do you think he's done over his tenure?
All right.
What grade would you give Governor Gavin Newsom for the last 2 terms?
I don't know. Look, I
A
think,
through F.
I don't know. I think that people have come to really appreciate how Gavin has stood up. For
You
the state of
won't give us a
California.
grade. You
No,
won't grade him?
No, I haven't followed it closely enough to give him a grade.
What grade?
Come on.
You want to be the governor and you haven't followed
closely enough?
the governor's actions closely enough?
Yeah. I'm a billionaire. I just come in and do stuff, whatever. That's weak.
Yep, very weak.
He doesn't want to say the wrong thing. All right, we got to get to Nimrods. This is a wild one.
When the going gets tough,
Damn it, this is too hard.
the dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrods in the News, we go to Lake County, Florida. A substitute teacher at Lake Mineola High School arrested after she was caught, quote, acting erratically in class. Okay, but what does that mean? Well, deputies say the incident happened around 10:20 in the morning. School resource deputy received a staff alert. Upon arrival to the classroom, the deputy found the substitute, identified as Angela Jordan, yelling incoherently, stating they should put her in prison for life. Okay? Investigators say they learned that before their arrival, Jordan had been yelling, slamming her hands on a desk, making inappropriate statements to students, and twerking in the classroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody melted down.
This included telling students that she would engage in sexual activity with them and referred to herself as a $1 million prostitute.
Well, now.
That's when the assistant principal entered and instructed Miss Jordan to gather her belongings and leave the classroom. Miss Jordan refused, stating she did not want to be tasered. She continued refusing to leave, prompting the deputy to restrain her and escort her to the front office. Meanwhile, investigators say they spoke with a victim. Said, yeah, she battered me, this woman. Said, she grabbed her by the head and went after her neck.
Oh, my gosh.
It sounds like just total insanity. But again, in the end, arrested. Boy, oh boy, students had no idea what they were in for that day, and that's Nimrods in the News.